So this past August, thank you. This past August, I flew to San Francisco to tell someone I've known for a very long time exactly how I feel about him. Spoiler alert, the theme of the night, it didn't go well. But I was very confident that something would happen. I was in it for the long haul, and I was going to persist, and I was going to win, and I had so much optimism, and I just couldn't help myself. So I got there, and I checked into my hotel, and he showed up, and we did what we would do. And I'm sorry, I feel like I'm forgetting parts of the story. We had a very long conversation afterwards, and I forget what I said exactly because the whole time I was talking to him, I was having an inner debate with myself. Should I read him the poem that I wrote him? Because it was called Sunset, and it was based on an actual sunset that we shared in 2008. It was a very romantic moment that I wanted to revel in, but he was in a relationship at the time, and he was just doing something nice. And now we're in this hotel room, and he's going through a divorce, and I know the cards are stacked against me because he needs to mourn that divorce, and he's in school, and we're 3,000 miles apart from each other. But I was in it, like I said, I was in it for the long haul, so I thought maybe I can at least plant a seed in his mind to make love bloom later down the road when we are both able to be in the same city at least. And hang on. The next day I saw the city, he went to school, and then we had dinner. And it was a very short conversation because I said everything I needed to. Oh, the poem. So I chose to read him the poem because growing up in my house, we played this game called Rummy Cub. Some people call it Rummy Cube. People know. A house rule with my family was that if you have a move, you must make a move. You cannot hold back anything because if you hold back, people are disengaged from the game. So that as a life lesson, don't hold back. Always make your move. So I made my move and I read him the poem, and it was about 5 stanzas, and when I got to the second one, I couldn't read my phone because my eyes were teared up and my voice was cracking, maybe much like it is right now. And when I was finished, he held my hand, and he very politely and softly told me that he did not feel the same way. I know, but in the moment I was like, I said, that's fine, I know, you're going through this, I'm going through that, we have, I know you don't feel the same way because I've been sitting with I've known him for 10 years, so I've been sitting with these emotions for a long time, and much like coming out, you need to go through your stuff first, and then when you tell people, they need to go through their stuff next. So he is now dealing with me. But, it's that, you know what I mean. So I left, and on the flight home, I was in the center seat, and this girl next to me wanted to tell me all about her wonderful fucking trip to Hawaii with her boyfriend. And I was like, oh, that's so wonderful, you and your boyfriend, yeah, great. Well, I just had the love of my life tell me that he doesn't feel the same way. Okay, great. So I cried for about an hour, but it was very silent. It was just tears streaming down my face while I wasn't making any sound. I was also going directly from Fort Lauderdale to work when I landed, so that might have had a role in my tears. So anyway, some time had passed, and I kept up the flirtation as much as I could, and I knew he was also seeing other people. I was seeing other people. We were nothing official yet. But then he tells me the flirtation needs to stop because he's met someone. I was like, what? When did you meet this guy? Oh, last night. What? So he tells me the story how he just wants this one person to feel special and he doesn't want any other people distracting him from that. I'm like, Okay, so a day goes by and I ask him, I said, look, if I were living out there, would I have had a better shot? And he said, no, honestly, because you're not my type. Right. And in my mind, I thought, I'm not your type, so the trips, the poems, the time, the money, I mean, flying across the country to take someone to dinner wasn't a big romantic move that you would appreciate. And so, I forget when that was. I think that was early January or late December. We're still friends, but of course now it's different. And I still try to talk to him, but now I don't know what to say. So you're shaking your head, I shouldn't talk to him at all. I know I shouldn't, but at the same token, I don't want to just throw somebody out because he didn't do anything wrong. It's just things didn't work out. Thank you.